everybody.
Hola.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Brian. Hi, Andrew. What's going on?
Just kicking back.
Life.
Yes. Welcome to the Love of Lapidary Podcast. What is it? Season 3, Episode 2, where we're going to talk about some rocks.
Hopefully, lots of rocks.
Ryan asked me, was it yesterday, Ryan? He said, what are we going to talk about on the podcast?
Rocks. Today I did.
Today? I just said rocks. We're going to talk about rocks.
Yeah. And I was like, sounds great.
Right. So
I
what is
wanna
everybody been up to? What, Andrew?
I want to start figuring out like what's behind all these UV properties and like these coconut agates, because we've seen green, red, orange, purple, blue.
Yep. Wow.
All kinds. And I'm really starting to get my gears turning behind it.
Right. Yeah. What causes the different colors?
Mm-hmm.
Right. As far as I would assume it's the mineral makeup, right? I don't know. That's a great question. I just know they're pretty, and I like them.
They're gorgeous.
Rocks.
Hey, Robert. Yes, rocks.
That's because rocks rock.
Rocks do rock. Absolutely. I had a guy come into the store the other day. What's today? Wednesday? So maybe it was yesterday. Probably was yesterday. Hey, Frank. Hey, Scott. That was doing exactly that. He was walking around with the UV flashlight, checking things out and seeing, what UV'd and what didn't. He was looking for some specimens. And he bought some tourmaline and was taking a look at, I have this really beautiful piece of watermelon tourmaline that I didn't know how much it was worth until Robert came to see me. And the guy didn't really flinch at the price. He didn't buy it. But he said he's definitely interested and he'll be back. But it was just interesting to see nobody's ever come in and immediately grabbed the UV flashlight and started checking stuff out. So that was kind of cool.
That's something awesome. We do for sure.
Yeah. Right. But that's a good question. What causes the fluorescence and what causes specifically the different colors? I got no idea.
It's the chemistry makeup of the different, so the way that they reflect the light is what causes it. So it absorbs in one area and reflects back to another. And if it fluoresces, then it's a specific mineral content.
It could be also the molecular crystal makeup of the mineral.
Is it working now?
Which is the chemical content of
Yeah. It's working, Matt, but it's very echoey. So I'm gonna mute you.
How's that now?
Same.
Buongiorno. Yeah,
it's very, very echoey.
Good Lord, Uba.
Yeah, most laptops don't do well of putting out sound and then the microphone at the same time. There should be a setting on there to tell it to cancel the laptop sound that comes through. And I'm trying to remember the exact thing that they use. That's why most of us use headsets, or like me, I'm using my headsets.
Yeah, Dave's all in modern times now. I don't know. Say something.
We have the Andrew special.
There you go.
That's what my son has. Yeah, when everybody else talks, it's fine. So
any better?
There you go.
Yeah, you got it, Matt.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
Heck yeah, buddy.
Welcome in, Matt. Woo! Very cool. So yeah, we were just talking a little bit about what causes the different colors of UV on different stuff. Do you have any insight?
I do not. I'm not sure.
Andrew's going to do some research. And
I think it has to work the same way like fire opal works, because the way that the molecular compound is, the way that the crystals grow, right?
Right.
It creates that reflection back at you. It has to be to where it's catching the light inside of it in a certain kind of way and showing us a color.
Right.
Mhm.
Well, and that's what Frank said, mineral refraction. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's
exactly it.
whatever the minerals, however they refract the light, right?
Comes down to the photons in the particular chemical makeup.
Okay. And that makes sense. Scott wants to know if your version of Santa's going to be passing out rocks for Christmas.
That was a beard dig. Hey, the
Right.
beard looks good, Dave.
It does look good. No lumps of coal. I got lumps of coal in my store specifically for Christmas time.
Now, what was the beard dig?
Scott wants to know if
What's Scott said?
your version of Santa is going to be passing out rocks for Christmas.
So, funny story. I had a patient yesterday coming down the hallway. I look up, he's got his stuff. He's got kind of a scraggly beard. And he looks up at me and I said, "How you doing today?" Somebody I'd never seen before. He's going the opposite way.
Right.
And he looks at me and he yells out to everybody. He said, "Hey, it's Santa Claus!" And he goes on down the hall and he's going, "Hey guys, look, I saw
Yes.
Santa Claus."
That's
I work in
great.
a mental institution, right?
Right.
So today he sees me again and he's quiet until he passes me and he says, "Hey, Santa Claus." And I kind of chuckled and he said, "By the way, I didn't get any presents last year."
Right.
Oh, that's terrible.
Did you say you must have been a bad boy?
Well, I told him, I said, "You know something? We're going to look into that."
There you go.
Right on.
Robert said he always shines his UV light on every rock he picks up.
It's a problem. It's
Right?
it's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah, Lisa does that too. Whenever we open boxes at the store,
And now we have 3 different wavelengths of them too, so you got to do it 3 times. Next
Right.
thing
I
you know,
look at different
you
ones.
shined 1,100 times between all the different stones, and you loved every second of it.
right. That's great.
They're supposed to be like a 365, right? Or something like that. The
I don't know. I don't know what
the range that they UV at. But there has to be something about them evidently that's a little stronger than others, because this one is the 365, but it does nothing when I try and use it. One that my wife came up with for me. So what is it about specific ones, guys, that one works and another one doesn't?
Well, it could be bulb type for one. Even though it's putting off the same wavelengths, is it the same power of wavelength?
doesn't
You know
have
what I mean?
A focusing cone on that either.
Well, that's what the 365 as far as the wavelength itself, but I don't know about the powers.
Yeah, I know.
This
with
is
that
something I
being
haven't
a
started
tube
using yet.
light, you're not going to get as much direct power to that stone to get light refracting back to your eyes. You need one with a focusing cone and filter.
Okay, and
I'll
so
show
that's
you.
where the
Just
different
like a-
ones-
just
so
like a
the ones
normal
that look like a
flashlight.
flashlight are the ones that
Yep.
we want to use. That okay.
Yeah. And I honestly, we've played with a bunch of different brands, and all of them make the stuff light up. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, I feel like the flashlights that take 18650 batteries, those are the best. I don't care what brand it is. I just feel like those are the ones that work the best.
To take what kind of battery?
18650 batteries.
What the heck is that?
Here, I'll show you right now.
All these are 1860.
Oh, those aren't the 18650s?
I've
This one
never
takes
opened
figures.
mine. Mine's still, I've had it for several years and the bulb has never.
This one takes
battery
26650s.
Okay.
They're rechargeable batteries.
Right.
18650s are just skinnier, same exact length.
Okay. I'll have to open mine at the store and see.
It,
what kind of
just
battery it
has a
takes.
regular
Oh,
flashlight.
cool. Yeah.
Focusing
Okay.
speed.
Right.
Make
My
sure you put that little
husband,
bit
when
back
he
on that.
got
was
me
in
the
there.
one that I have, did all kinds of research
Mhm.
before he spent the money and got me one. It works fabulously, but I've never had to replace the battery, so I've never opened it up. So I don't know what's inside of it, but it does a good job.
There is a pretty lengthy
Crown of silver.
beautiful. Explanation that I found.
Okay, what is it?
Hold on, let me go get my reading.
Uh-oh, I'm gonna get the specs. So Dave, that is the salamaline that you got, right? The silver crown?
It's taken me 2 years to find somebody that had a slab, and I won that one. As a matter of fact, Didn't you bid on that one as well, Courtney?
I did, but honestly, when I saw that you were bidding on it, I stopped because I was
Boy,
only
nobody
bidding
else
on
did.
it. I was only bidding on it because I was gonna get it for you. So
well,
then I
thank you.
was like, oh well, he sees it, so I don't.
See, that happens to me all the time, though. I'll go bid on something, one of my friends will bid, and I'll be like, "Damn you, dude!
Right.
Now I
right.
don't
Now
know
I
right.
can't.
want this."
Yeah.
I got lucky today. I swooped an 8-pound piece of Sonoran Shattuckite up for like $175.
Nice.
Real
Nice.
nice slabber. I'm excited to get that here.
Yeah. Yeah. I got in the other day. I got in a bidding war with somebody on eBay for a 6.7 pound, real nice chunk of the kaleidoscope prism.
I knew you were gonna say
Oh,
Columbus.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
won it.
yeah.
It's here. I gotta slab it, but
Were you
I'm
fighting
excited. I
Ryan?
haven't opened
I know. No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that.
what you
He
wouldn't
said,
do what?
"Are you fighting Ryan for that piece?" And I said, "No, I would never do that."
Oh, no,
No, I hit her up first, and I was like, "Courtney, do you have any kaleidoscope?" And she's like, "I'm bidding on some." So I was like, "I won't bid on it."
Right.
Because I know we use the same person.
Yeah,
I know we do.
Yeah. So I won
uh,
that. I think I won another slab too.
I
that
love you
paid
so
way
much,
too
and I
much
know
for.
that you just made me some plugs, but that's like one of my dream pairs. If you just got that much,
I got you. You know I got
oh
you.
my god,
I
Find
got
it,
it,
Matt?
but I
Getting
got to
kaleidoscope
open and
plugs.
see, what it's like inside. But I'm excited about it. So yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
We're
freak out.
going to on Tuesday. I'm hoping the boxes that you sent me come in the next day or two, because on Tuesday on our live show we're going to open boxes and just offer stuff to people straight out of the box. So that'll be it'll be a fun show.
You have a box that's 2.5 pounds.
Uh-huh.
That's a large that you
That's
cannot
the
open on
dino,
your show.
right? That's
Yes,
the dino,
please,
right? Yeah.
just don't sell that.
Well, I'm not going to offer everything that comes out of the boxes. Like certain things, I'm going to be like, sorry, you can't have this, but look at what I got, right? And stuff that I plan on slabbing, like the bigs that's coming from you, and that kind of stuff. I'll show them, but you can't buy it yet because I got to slab it, right? Okay, Matt, I'm sorry. What is your explanation? Talk to us.
So, it says ultraviolet light can cause fluorescence in rocks and minerals when it excites the electrons in the mineral's atoms. The UV light's shorter wavelength gives the electrons in the mineral's atoms enough energy to jump to a higher orbit or valence level in their atomic structure. This increases the electron speed of orbit. When the electrons return to their original orbit, they release the excess energy as a new photon. Yeah, as a new photon of light with a longer wavelength than the original UV light. This is what causes the fluorescence, which can be seen as a visible color.
Interesting. Okay.
And those electrons have to have a high enough or low enough orbit to actually cause, when it moves, to cause that photon to dislodge. And so, and you have to understand the whole valence shells, the whole 9 yards of it. And it gets really complicated. I hated that part of it.
Shell. Sorry.
There are valence electron shells, and the way that they're filled and the order they're filled in. So an electron jumps from here to here or from here to here, but it knocks the photons loose.
Gotcha.
So Matt came up with the perfect article for that, Matt. I just read that, almost probably that identical one, about 3 or 4 days ago.
Well, then why didn't you share that knowledge when we asked?
Because all I could remember is photon, electron. And I studied it in chemistry. I mean, I know, what it does. Just this thing up here doesn't work because of this stuff down here.
But
You want to know what's funny? I started laughing so hard on camera because I'm sitting here, Matt's finally getting explained, and I'm getting so into it. I hear like 5 or 6 words, and Andrew does something on the computer, and the freaking thing stops working. I can't hear anything, so I'm just like, really, bro? I was waiting that whole time, and now I don't get to hear it.
Just
He's
lost
like,
all the
no,
hearing
you're
in his
not
left
allowed to
eye.
hear. I muted the mic, and we were just laughing so hard.
That's hilarious. But I guess that kind of explains why, some rocks that will charge, as they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then fade back out. So, yeah.
Yep.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
It's
The amount
at
of
an
energy it
atom
has.
level then. That's crazy.
Sounds like it. Sounds
That's
like
so crazy. At the level that's happening at, you could see it with your eyes.
You can see
That's
it.
so cool to me. That's so cool to me.
Yeah, that's really neat. I love that. Thank you, Matt, for looking that up.
Frank, is it really all of the info that did it, or did you shine your own UV light in your left eye?
Andrew, look at this comment right here from Frank. Oh.
Frank always comes up with those comments.
Oh my gosh, dude.
He's sharp.
You know, in my mind, I can see him sitting in front of his computer, and he's got his little UV light, and he's shining it. Oh! Oops.
So wrong.
Frank and Twyla definitely have a place in my heart. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Great people.
Absolutely.
Oh, he says he didn't change color. That's
yeah.
good. That's good.
He's on a roll, dude.
Well, if he didn't change color, that'd be down in the brown light range, right?
Right, right.
Hello.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
No, nobody. Ryan Brown. No, I thought it was funny. Fine. Fine.
So much for beard digs. Hey, who's going to a rock show this weekend besides me?
I am.
Nope.
Are you?
Well,
Where you
I'm
going?
not. I'm not going to a rock show. I'm going to a festival. But
Nice.
I'll be sitting in a booth, so it's not.
Oh, you're selling?
Yeah.
So fun though.
Yeah,
It's
we're
so
going to
fun
a
though.
festival this Saturday and next Saturday. And after those 2 weeks, we're going to make a decision on whether we want to sign up for more for the fall or whether we're going to leave it alone until next year. Because we've got other jobs that are going to be intermingled. So the question is, how much can the body take in the next 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So, but what rock show are you going to, Dave?
I am going to the Prineville powwow up here,
Nice.
Prineville, Oregon.
Okay.
So we do that one's every year. The last time I got to go was the year before COVID, and they closed it down for 2 years. They opened it last year. I think it was the first time back, and so Jeff and I are going up, getting up about 3:00 Saturday morning and head up there.
Oh, wow.
If you find nice Blue Mountain or Tiffany, don't forget about us. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Blue Mountain for sure. I have one little tiny slab ever. That's all we've ever been able to.
Really?
Yeah, I want some. We just want some to cab. I want some to cab.
Don't let me forget. I'll do some digging. I've got some in here somewhere I slabbed
I
out.
bought a slab from Courtney and I refused to cut it, so because it's from Courtney.
Dude, so they actually take you on out mining? Is that what I'm reading? All trips leave the fairgrounds at 7:30 in the morning. We recommend you get in line for the trips at 7 a.m. Field trips. They got field trips.
Dude, see, that's the kind of field trips they should be taking kids on, dude.
The Prineville Rockhound Powwow. They've got.
Well, that's new.
It's Thursday through Saturday. It's June 13th to 16th. Thursday through
Really?
Saturday, 9 to 5. Sunday, 9 to 4 at the Crook County Fairgrounds, right? But there's field trips. So Friday.
Well, that explains what Caitlin said then.
Yep. So Friday they go to White Fir Springs to see the Thunder Egg Beds, which is great. And then Saturday and Sunday they go up to the Polka Dot Mine.
Which is where I'm also headed on Saturday, is the Polka Dot Mine. And
That's
Richardson
awesome.
Ranch. Yep.
Hey, so I heard a long time ago that they had a little bit of purple of that polka dot come out of there.
I need
With
that.
purple Kelsedney. Yeah, I was gonna say we need some of that.
We
Me
need
and the
some
They
of
boys.
just
that.
opened that dig back up for the first time in 8 years.
Dave.
We
So
need
I'll
the
see if I
purple
can find
polka
some.
dot, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm wanting some too.
Take
So
some money.
I'll see I'll talk to Brian and Matt and see if they've got some when I get up there.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta square up with Scott too. On our Big's Fire stuff. I forgot about that.
You should
It's
see
like
the
right
red
around
in
when
that
my
polka
sister
dot
died
that's
and I
coming
just you know what I mean?
out. Poof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I tried to focus on business as much as I could, like to keep my head straight. That it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Well, you had a lot go on real fast between your own issues. Your
Yeah,
sister,
the last couple months have been a
and
test
then,
for
was it
sure.
your kid's great grandmother.
Yeah, and I lost my great aunt and my great uncle, and I lost
Oh
two
my
cousins. It's been nuts.
Wow.
Reference, Jaws.
Reference.
Yeah, he says, no problem. We will take care of it soon.
He was talking about what I was just talking about the Big's fame because I won a piece.
Oh, out of the
We're
bigs,
just grabbing
yes,
a couple
absolutely.
pieces for our personal collection. I want a piece, you know.
Right. I got to get back to him too. He keeps sending me pictures, and I keep forgetting to let him know that yes, I do want a piece, Scott.
I just want a couple pieces we can get in and drill for little necklaces we could wear. I love just simple rock necklaces. My favorite thing.
Right.
Well, and the problem with it is it is so fractured that you don't know if you're going to get a piece that's usable or not. When, you know, he told me yesterday, he says you can just take it and tap it with a hammer and it just all comes apart.
Yeah,
So
but the
it's
little
going to-
pieces should be secure enough for me to drill a hole through it, right, Scott?
And that's what he's been cabbing, finding those little pieces that he can make a cab out of that's actually, and I may try stabilizing some of it too.
Yeah,
I'm
see,
asking
that's
to throw in
big
one extra piece just in case one breaks on accident while I'm drilling it.
Right.
If
See
it's
what,
all
Matt?
we like
I
that.
said, see about stabilizing it.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's true.
Yeah, put
It'd be
5
hard to
rounds of it in the
stabilize it
pot.
when it's polished, so you'd have to go back and re-get the resin off and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I do it with the cactus juice. I'll throw it in the pot, put it in the cactus juice.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
And I'm like Courtney, I don't so much like cutting stuff that's stabilized, but I mean, if we stabilize something and then we're slabbing it, I don't mind selling it, but we tell everyone, you know what I mean?
Got
This
everybody
has been
stabilized.
Right.
Yeah,
But you know something? Half of the great material out there needs stabilization.
Yeah.
I watched my uncle stabilize turquoise back in the 70s for crying out loud. I mean, it's just what has to be done. That was
because the
Kingdom
good stuff
turquoise
ran
straight
out in
of
the
mine.
60s.
Right? So I don't have a
No,
problem.
I have had plenty of turquoise that didn't need stabilizing.
Oh,
And you do get some.
Like even your plugs, Ryan, those aren't stabilized. That
No,
turquoise wasn't stabilized.
I absolutely, I'd fight
good,
somebody
solid,
for them.
real good solid material. And I still have a couple chunks off that piece that I just keep. You know, I keep it for special stuff.
Certain types of it are more chalky and won't take a polish, and that's what more than anything else you treat.
Right.
And it's not treating it so it stays one piece. It's treating it so like some of the stuff that I do, so it will actually take a polish.
Right.
And so
Yeah,
like
you'll get it to look
anything else
like
out there.
normal turquoise most of the time, but the honesty is the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's so many people that will try to be like, no, this is natural turquoise, but dude, I don't get it, bro.
Right.
Don't freaking lie. People will still buy it. Just be honest.
Right.
I mean,
Just be honest about it. Right.
we've never had a problem being like, hey, this is stabilized turquoise, or hey, this is resin compressed turquoise. We sold that before from Kingsman.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all their recons and stuff they do. It's real turquoise. It's just pressed together with resin.
Right.
And I mean, but you just got to be honest with
as long as you're honest with people. And I know people that won't buy turquoise unless it is stabilized.
Yeah. I know them people too.
And, you know, and I just, for me, because of the issues I have with the headaches, right? And
so you have allergies
I don't
to
care how you stabilize it, what you use to stabilize with it. As soon as I start to cut something that's stabilized, it's insta headache, and it's just not worth it for me.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't get a headache, but every time we stabilize with the cactus juice, you can ask Andrew. We'll open the pot, and I'll close it, and we'll be done, and I'll pull the lid off, and I'll just start sneezing. Instantly, I'll just start sneezing, and he always laughs at me, and I'm like, shut up, dude. I don't...
So I read the bottle, and it says, you know, it talks about it being non-toxic. Well, what it means is talking about you can handle it. It's non-toxic when it's set in the stone and you cook it, but so I'm in here in this little closed-in shop. I'm out here about 6 hours, and I'm stabilizing it. I was so sick when I was done, and I got to reading and found out it is highly toxic. You need fresh air with that stuff.
Yeah, you got to ventilate. Ventilation's important, right?
Like a lot
in a house so much,
stabilized in
I
the
don't feel so
70s,
good.
and there's people that like me. Some. Frank, you're crazy.
Frank, we do love you so much.
He got stabilized in the 70s. Frank, I think I was right there with you, man. You know, there was somebody I know in the same room.
Right? Oh my goodness. So what else, you guys? What else?
I was hoping somebody was going to hop on here with questions. I love it when you guys have questions that you
Yes,
don't know. That's my
yes.
favorite.
Yeah, right.
Have you been working on something that you're having problems with? Maybe we've had the same problem and can help one of us,
Right.
Well, let's see. I've been trying to work on getting my kids to be independent from mom and dad. Does that count?
It does. It does. I mean, you probably should need to throw them in a machine and
Like Dave has taught me a lot about gyms from Oregon. Courtney's taught me a lot about life and different things, tons of different rock things. Matt taught me that you can cut a freaking rock with a chainsaw. I almost cuss because it's so awesome. You know what I mean?
What is that, David?
I'm trying to get it at an angle so Ryan can tell me what it is.
Your
But it's
colors aren't showing up real well. You may
Yeah.
have to send it to the
I
chat.
can't see it that good, bud.
That's PJ for
Now
sure.
can you see the... Anyway,
Let's see.
I have slabs of Blue Mountain.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It was dry. I couldn't see much. It's kind of dry.
Well, and the wet side isn't really doing a whole lot either. It just
Yeah.
this camera on this.
It's just that type of Jasper, huh?
Well, it's the camera on this silly laptop.
I
Is
see.
the problem. But probably
Yeah, Andrew
one of
bought
the
this
first-
external camera, and it's not.
That's
bad.
what I need to do.
It's too
Yeah.
bad.
One of the first materials I ever bought. I actually bought this 5 years ago at the Polka Dot Agate Mine. And I got it. I think I was getting it then for $15 a pound. This before it went to
Dave,
25.
I need a piece that's about this big, okay, and about this thick.
And at least, almost an inch thick.
Yeah, yeah. And I want some orbs on there, and then I need you to send that to me. I will pay for it. And
This
then I have to
has
send it
this
to
has
this
orb, but
lovely-
I don't have anything
Quick
thick
doctor.
like that anymore.
Nah.
Yeah, but
I
that's what
slabbed
I'm
everything
saying.
I had.
If-
But I
keep
can
your
go
eyes
up
open.
there. Yeah.
Keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
I'll be going up there. I'll look for some for you. $25-$30 a pound for that stuff now.
I don't care. I'll
Yeah,
pay.
that's
Okay.
fine. Yeah, absolutely. That's fine.
Might take me a day or two, but I'll figure it out.
I have a little one here that
And if you can get it even bigger, that's great. We'll have her make Andrew a pair too.
oh heck, I can get it
Blue
big.
Mountain.
I don't know. I'm still waiting
I've
for.
never even seen Blue Mountain plugs
I'm
before.
still waiting for size for Andrew, so I can
Yeah, I
do
need
that
that,
other
bro.
thing.
She
I
has
gotta
this.
get my tunnels back in. I just found my tunnels that are probably 1/4 of an inch,
Right. Okay.
and I got to get silicone expanders back in so I could go up to 3/4 again.
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say we could have her make them the same size as the last ones that we did, and you could just stretch to them, so that way, right when you're there, you just
Maybe
ready to
even
go.
a size
Right.
below.
Right.
Oh, it's size smaller. That makes sense.
Those are my
I
biggest.
think the
orders.
last ones we did were 14 and a half, if I remember right.
Okay,
I
no,
just,
that
I
sounds
just
right.
need
Me
you to
too.
measure them and tell me whether you want me to make them the same size or a little bit smaller. Measure the saddle and the outer diameter.
Yeah, because she's had a stone sitting there for you that I sent her for a while to make you something
Yeah,
special.
over a
You
year.
just got to get.
Yeah. I just need measurements. So, Otherwise, I'm going to start cutting it. No, I'm not. I know it's just for that.
Like you can take your time on the Blue Mountains, but the second you said kaleidoscope, I was like, "Oh my lord!" Oh,
Yeah, I'm hoping that piece has some really, really good color inside of it.
The
By
blues
the
and
outside, it
purples?
looks like it should. But we'll see. I bid on a couple of different pieces, and that's the only one that as soon as I won that one, I was like, all right, the rest don't matter. You know what I mean?
yeah, blues, purples, and greens. When you get all those
Oh
together,
my gosh, yeah. And then I saw a slab of, I don't know if you saw the slab that he had listed like the following week. It was really, really dark, almost black.
ooh,
I lost that one because I didn't stay on top of it. I wanted that
Oh,
one
really?
pretty bad too, and I lost
I
it.
know you like the dark stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people like the lighter stuff, but I'm a fan of
I
the.
like the dark. I'd never seen a slab that dark before. So I was like, I gotta have that. I was gonna pay I'd have gone up to $150 on that, but
Like if you can get Easter colors that have really good blues and purples, I still
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Most of the time, the darker stuff that looks like Ninja Turtle colors all
Yes.
mixed together, that's my favorite.
Right, right. It's hard to find the good colors anymore. Do you remember when I very first started cutting it, when Allison had all of that really bomb stuff?
Yeah.
And I didn't realize, how popular or how cool it was going to be. And I just cut the hell out of it.
Do you remember in the beginning when we thought that the mine was going to close, just like it did?
Yeah.
I had 170 pounds in large boxes tucked under my bed.
Right.
We're like, this is an investment. And then I was like, let's sell it all, dude. And we did. We sold
All of it. Yeah. 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 I still have a shoebox full, but I don't really have anything that's got that really just standout color.
Yeah, that guy that I showed you that we've been buying from, he owns that mine, and he's sitting on all of it that's left. He's the only
Yeah, and
person.
he just lets it go a little bit at a time.
Just enough to live. I literally feel like he sells just enough to live every week, and that's good enough for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm trying to find the cab that, this one right here. Oh, hold on, I gotta save it. And then I gotta go over here. And then I gotta go like this. And then I gotta go like that. And I gotta go like this. Oh, look, I'd already saved it. Ha. Like, I can't, like, the colors, like, and the patterning, like on this one, like, I just don't, I can't. As much as I cut it and as much as I keep trying to find patterns like that again, it's just not there. You know what I mean? It's still beautiful.
Crazy piece.
It's still pretty, but not like that piece. You know what I mean?
You sent me plugs that look like that, I would make them bury me in them.
Yeah, right?
You know what when I die, these are the ones, dude.
Right,
You know?
right. Well, I have really high hopes for this piece of rough that I got, so we'll see.
No.
We'll see.
That shows a little of the orb. So I have exactly what you're looking for here, Ryan. So if that thickness, that's
Ooh.
probably 1.5 inches. If that looks like the right size for you, I'll look for specifically like this.
Yeah, it just has to be.
Show me the
equal on
other
back.
side. Show me the other
You know what
side.
I mean?
If it's 1.5 inches, that'll work.
Okay.
Can you send me that, Dave? And invoice
This one right
Ryan?
here?
Yeah.
No,
The
this one right here
invoice.
belongs to Jeff. It's one I'm polishing for him. I'm just kind of
He
showing
was
you
asking
size
about
reference.
size, so when he's there, he can try
Oh,
to get a piece.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just want to get
fine.
a size
Do that
reference.
one.
And this is fairly orby stuff right here, too.
Right.
If you
And,
got it the full piece and to where it was level on the back,
That'd be
that
even
would
better.
be for the best, because then she could make Andrew a pair too, and that.
Right,
Yeah.
talk about instead of being an end cap like this.
Yeah,
Exactly.
just be
Like a
straight
middle
at
set?
the tallest point. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It would work, man.
Yeah, that'd be beautiful. I mean, basically, I need it to make both sets. I need it to be 3.5 to 4 inches long
That's just,
Right.
just about what that was.
and about,
Okay.
1.5 inches, at least 1.5 inches to 2 inches wide, and then 1.5 inches thick
All right.
would be perfect.
And you have good blades on your saws, right?
Oh, yeah.
Do you know one of the reasons why Dale Hewitt closed the mine?
Why?
It's too hard to mine.
This material is so hard that he could not dig it out with equipment. It cost him $16,000 every time he had to blast, because that's
Oh,
the
wow.
only way you could get it out of the mountain.
Right.
It's probably the hardest jasper I've ever cut.
Wow.
That's why it takes such a great polish.
Right.
That means you can be super precise with it, though.
Yeah, it's real fun.
Oh,
to cut.
absolutely. Yes.
You can
Real
make
fun
it
to cut.
exactly how you want.
Right.
Unlike Kaleidoscope, where there's little error room, because you'll eat that stuff away so fast.
Really quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
But
you're
I'll
not
tell you,
paying
it's-
attention to what you're doing. Yeah.
It can be infuriating material to cab, because you're going back trying to get those little bitty scratches, and it is just so hard that you're going back to your wheel time after time after time. Trying
That's
to get
why
those little
Courtney
scratches
uses
out.
brand new Nova wheels.
That's right.
She runs 1,000 miles on them, and she sells that ride and gets new ones.
Daggone it cost me $1.50, but look, it's shiny.
The shiniest that it can be, man.
Do the best that we can do, right?
That's it.
But
I've definitely never seen anything from her with a scratch on it ever.
I try not to have scratches. It's important.
I work hard at it, but you know how it is.
It happens for sure. It happens to me all the time. I got to go back and fix my stuff.
Well, that's that's why I unless it's a material that I'm used to working.
Yeah.
I just know the material. I'll stop in between every wheel and dry it until it's bone dry and inspect the hell out of it before I'll move on to the next wheel.
It's kind of healthy and to make a habit of that anyways.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It makes
Andrew's the cabber.
Right.
I'm good at plugs. He's got his own stuff, like traditional cabbing.
Andrew's style is
Andrew's style.
Yeah,
So,
and it's gorgeous. It's really evolved over the last year or so.
he does like flat planes and
Yeah.
then really
And then
elongated side angles.
Yeah. It's really nice. I like it. I like it a lot.
Now, if the material's a little bit softer, then I'll just go on through. When I get to the 600, if I see just a little bit of a matte polish, I know I'm good. I just go right on through. But the hard stuff, it's so easy to miss just one scratch in there somewhere.
Yeah, and I hate scratches. I hate them.
I think it would be really cool to learn how to facet and send stones in to get them graded by the big grading companies. Then you have legit stones you could sell to jewelers. I think that'd be fun.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You like walk into the big jewelers around town and off. That's how it works, though.
Right.
Let me see if I can do this.
What you been up to, Matt? You've been awfully quiet.
Been working my rear end off. Yeah, I promised my wife that I'd put custom cabinets in or custom closets in the house. So I'm finishing up number 11 tomorrow. I got one more walk-in to do, and what a pain in the rear, man.
Yeah, but remember, it's Father's Day this weekend. You remind her to be like, I work. It's Father's Day. I'm sitting right here.
When is Father's Day?
Sunday, right?
Sunday is?
It's on Father's Day, Dave.
Well, that's what I thought. And everybody's saying it's on Saturday or Sunday. So
No, it's on
I'm
Sunday.
Good.
It's on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm all right then.
Yeah.
Hey, Courtney, I just posted one of my Blue Mountain Jasper cabs to the Love of Lapidary group.
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, it just, for people who don't know Blue Mountain Jasper, I mean, the polish that it takes is, you just can't, you can't do any better.
Look.
You get the off-colored orbs with that deep blue in the background. Love it.
Right. Let's see. What did you post?
I love it when there's the really creamy looking orbs in the blue.
Oh, yeah.
And they mix sometimes and make that weird yellow that you don't expect to be there. I love it. I love it.
And half the time it'll be because you don't realize you're off close to the edge, and underneath it has started to change a little bit deeper down. And when you cab that dome on there, it brings that out from that lower side.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's the quality that I want for some plugs. That would be.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Beautiful.
Yeah, you want that deeper. And these upper orbs up here, those are the ones I really like, is those dark blue ones.
Yeah.
That almost look almost like a funnel cloud back behind it.
Right.
Well, yeah, I love it when
Stuck
people
into it.
stop and they go, "Wow, is that Blue Mountain?" You know, or
Right.
like I've had people constantly about my turquoise, or they see the wasps inside my plugs. You're like, "Is that real amber?" And then you get into this whole conversation about stones. I
Right.
don't know. I love that. And just like when you guys wear jewelry, Dave and his bolo ties. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get to
Yeah,
explain
that was
that
Blue
to
Mountain
people.
on the end of those.
Yeah.
Those end pieces. That was Blue Mountain.
Like when people come over to Matt's house, you know, that's he's instantly in the middle of a conversation about that. So,
Right.
What are you talking about? Matt's so tired from working all the time he can't even talk on the show, much less have company. You work hard, Matt. I know you do.
He does.
Did you get some fishing in this week?
Not this week. Not this week. I went and caught a couple bass last weekend.
Did you?
Oh yeah.
Which is not my thing, but you know,
That's a lot of work.
The tug is my drug, so I throw freshwater fish back. I don't keep them. Trout, I'll keep a trout, but there ain't no trout down here.
Oh, we caught nice trout this weekend. Jeff and I did.
Yeah.
16 to 20 inches.
Very nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
Oh, I saw you cut that up. Did you eat it already? Dave?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I just went deaf.
Don't go deaf.
Did your hearing aid go out? Can anybody hear me, or is it just Dave?
I can hear you.
No,
Okay.
it's just Dave.
Yeah, we're good. Why are your messages not coming through, Scott? I see that. Dave, check your batteries. Haha. Might not be his computer, might be his hearing aids. He's got him Bluetoothed in to his hearing aids. So it might not actually be his computer.
No, for some reason, sometimes these hearing
There you
aids. Now I'm on the microphone on the computer. These
Right.
silly hearing aids. Sometimes there's something wrong. If I touch them the wrong way, it disconnects them. Like you've got a phone call, you're supposed to tap them.
Right.
Something has happened. I got to get them fixed.
Okay.
Can you hear us at all, Dave?
Yeah, I can hear you through the laptop.
Oh, okay.
I've got them back.
Interesting.
Yeah. Sometimes it takes a minute to reconnect, or you have to fiddle with it until it's
Right,
undo. So
right.
I have to remember not to scratch or or wipe the bald spot too much.
Now you can get those cochlear implant hearing aids nowadays, Dave.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. My wife was talking about that. She has a pair of those. They make headphones that do the same thing. You just wear them up behind your ear, and they work against the bones in your ear like the cochlear do.
Right. Right.
Yeah. Boy, the crowd is quiet tonight. Even Jaws isn't saying a whole lot. Come on, guys, give us something to
Yeah,
chew
well,
on.
Scott said his messages aren't coming through, so I don't know.
Think harder.
I mean, I saw that message, but
Oh, he means the typing stuff. I thought he meant the subliminal.
yeah, everybody's quiet tonight.
What happened to
Yeah, I
Brad?
can give
tonight?
Scott a hard time.
He working?
Weird for Brad not to show up at all.
I think. Well, remember they were going to. They're traveling.
Oh, that's right. They
So
were.
it may be,
Yeah.
that. So
They had like 8 or 10 shows to go to, didn't they?
yes, they're all
Yeah.
over the place. Yep. Yep.
So who knows where they are today.
Right. Right.
9:25.
If it's 9:25, I'm going to bed.
It's not. It's 9:15.
Yeah, no. Not unless you're Emma.
It's only 6:14 here.
What's Emma up to?
Oh, she'll be in at 9:25.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She wants to say hi.
We like when Emma comes in and says hi.
She's on summer break. She's,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she doesn't
That
know
one
it
went
yet.
through, Scott.
She's gonna go take a cooking class for a week.
Is she really? Nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep. That one came through, Scott.
Cooking's fun, man.
Yeah, she loves to cook.
Oh, I hope he sent the
I
right
keep
picture
thinking
of the
about
big flame.
freaking Courtney's country fried steak, her chicken fried
I
steak.
just made it the other day.
What?
I just,
Matt's laughing, but he don't even know.
I just didn't
I don't even
send you
know.
a picture.
It was so big, dude. I almost put some of it in the fridge.
Hey, listen, I like chicken fried steak so much I'd trade rocks for it.
I make the best
I love chicken
steak
fried
on the
steak.
base
I just
of
try
me
not
too.
to eat it anymore.
Wow.
Even my
Yeah.
son says it's,
I try to steer away from it now.
why?
Cause it took me a while to shed some weight, and I'm not looking to shed again.
I was going to say there are repercussions, aren't there? Look at that.
that.
Yeah, Scott just sent me this picture. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. That's the big flame.
Yeah.
Really,
And this
really cool.
this actually is a more unusual pattern of it.
Right.
He just happened to get this one. The others, did he send you the other one there? There's a little more yellow.
No, just that one.
Most of the stuff he does has a lot more yellow in it, but that one right there is phenomenal. It's mostly
Does it
red
not kind of
orange.
look like Peter's side to anybody else?
I don't think so.
Doesn't have the
No.
chatoyance of Peter's side.
No, I know, but like the formation of it sometimes makes me think of Peter's side.
Okay.
I have seen Peter's.
I could see that. I could see that in some of the other ones. But yeah, I make it, Matt, I don't know, maybe once every 3 months. I don't make it all the time. But boy, when I do, we tear it up.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's see.
I usually
We could-
will do either Parmesan asparagus or roasted red green beans. Roasted red pepper and garlic green beans with it.
Put that in a sealed container on dry ice and overnight it to me.
I could do that. Good. It's not great warmed up though, because it doesn't stay.
No, it gets greasy
The
and
breading,
yeah.
the breading is wonky. I mean, I still love it, but
Yeah, they're not like this big. She makes like real.
I
Oh,
make like if you
Lord,
went to
bro.
a restaurant. Yeah, it's a whole thing. I'll send you a picture.
Daggone,
next
I'm
time.
telling you guys, Jeff
Don't you
called
dare
me.
send me a picture next time. Don't you dare.
I used to send Ryan pictures every time I made it, and he would.
Andrew
get
will
so
come home and I'll
mad.
just be flipping stuff over in the house. He'll be like, "What's wrong?"
See, now I gotta
chicken
go.
fried
I gotta go back through all of our comments or messages and see if I can find a picture of it. Wow, I don't know. That's going to be a whole lot of messages to go back.
We have
through.
talked a lot, madam.
Yes, we have. Because it's got to be at least a year since I sent you a picture, right?
Maybe more.
I don't know. Y'all keep talking. I'll find one before the end of the show.
I think last time you sent me a picture, I called you crying.
Yeah, you weren't real happy. When I went to see them, when I went to meet them, I made it for them when I was there. And I was quite disappointed that Ryan's children don't really care for that kind of stuff.
And now they would eat the crap out
Would
of
they
that.
really?
Well, yeah, they're 9 and 7.
Well,
dude.
yeah,
They're
they were
finally to
young
the point to
then.
where they're like, "Hey, Dad, can we get a cheeseburger?" Or
Right.
we go to a restaurant and Des is like, "Dad, can I get a steak?" And I'm like, "No, what are you, what are you talking about?"
That's great.
The
And
other day, he's like, "Dad, they have a 38-ounce steak." I was like, "You're not getting that."
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, a 38-ounce steak, and it's what, like $45 now?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even eat that right now. I'm a chicken guy lately anyways. I've been into chicken like crazy.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. I ordered enchiladas last night. This is like the 5th time in the last couple of months, and I ordered chicken in them. And I'm a steak guy, but yeah, I've wanted chicken in it lately.
My
Oh,
wife
Uber.
makes so much chicken. I'm done with chicken, but I got
And
eaten
you're
by
so close to the
fish.
ocean, I'd be eating red snapper and all kinds of fish. Ooh,
We
man,
eat
I
a
love it.
ton of fish.
You don't like ocean fish, Courtney?
I don't do fish hardly at all. I'll do shrimp and I'll do salmon, and that's about it.
You don't like the lobster?
No.
No lobster, huh?
Lobster.
Good, sweet lobster.
I mean, they're sea roaches, so no, thank you.
Hey, that's all right.
That
Or
is
for
a damn
everybody
good
else.
sea roach. You know what I'm saying? I don't.
Whatever
No,
crabs you're eating is good.
I've never been a big seafood person my whole life. So,
Yeah, my
Yeah.
nana's allergic to it, so like
oh,
shellfish.
really?
She's allergic to shellfish, so I always tell her, Nana, I'm gonna eat that up for you. You're not gonna know what it's like, but I promise you I will. Okay? I don't know. I don't think I've ever been brave enough to go to like order like oysters or clams or anything like that.
My husband loves oysters.
Really good
Absolutely
fried
love
oyster
them.
sandwich.
I'd have to have some hot sauce with it, I think.
I like mine raw with hot sauce.
That's what my
Really?
husband do.
Little
Yeah.
horseradish, little hot sauce. Whew.
See, I think I could do it that way with some hot sauce, but I'd have to have somebody that'd be willing to go and try it with me, dude.
There's
I mean,
wine
we're
meat.
having problems over here. 28 people just got sick from the clams and the mussels over here on our coast.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's
I heard you guys had the red tide up there sometime.
Something or other going on, yeah.
Yeah, that's why you don't want to eat that
Yep.
seafood with this red tide. Bad,
They didn't
bad.
catch it in time. People got sick from it.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, of course, here's the problem. I don't know if it's like this on the East Coast. You know, you can tell somebody, hey, don't go over there on that dig and dig those rocks because that cliff will fall on you. Well,
First thing they're going to do.
Right?
That's the first
It's the
thing we're
same way
going
when
to
they
do.
put out these orders. They'll say, leave the clams, leave the mussels alone. Oh, no, I won't get sick. I'm better than everybody, you know. And
Yeah.
next thing you know, you got 40 people sick. Same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody
Bye,
listens
Karen.
here.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I said bye, Karen. It was funny.
Ryan, I found where the oh wow, what's that? I found where the oh, that's a really pretty Peter site heart I made. I found where the nail attacked your foot.
Oh yeah, that sucked.
Back that far, so I'm back over a year now. We're getting there.
Tore my foot clean open.
Yeah. Ryan sends me a picture of a bloody foot one day. Really? What the heck did you do?
Good rusty nail, Ryan?
No, it was a good nail. I still got my tetanus shot. You know what I mean? Just to be safe. You can't ever be safe enough about tetanus. F that. I don't want that.
Right.
I don't want that. Peter site
Recognize that, Courtney?
from Namibia.
Is that the one I sent you?
You sent this to me, what, 2
Haven't
years
got it
ago?
yet? Oh my God, dude.
No, I stashed this away when I get my flat lap the way I want it. This is going to be on my display.
There you go. There you go.
That's a really nice piece. You guys
I
are
still
talking about
have
I thought,
some
wait a
of
minute.
that. I still
Do you
have some of
really?
the rough. Yeah.
I would eat that.
Wow.
I would eat that just to laugh at a shark. I would eat.
I
some
got to.
shark.
I need to
Shark
slab
juice.
some more of it. But people
I
are
tell
like,
you,
you know,
that-
the economy is such crap right now. Nobody's really buying that expensive stuff.
No.
And I'm not
Well, if
trying
you're not
to sell
almost
it
giving
at
it
a
away.
loss. Yeah, I'm not trying to sell it at a loss. So
But I'd be
Hey,
loving
listen, y'all, a lot of
chicken.
people who are making their living, you know, trying to cut cabs and stuff like that, they're not doing so well right now.
right.
Extra
It's,
18 bucks for a cab just in people's
It's a
budget.
tough.
It will get better.
It always does.
It will,
ebbs
it will
and flows.
eventually. Sure.
Yeah. And you know what? I think, and this is just my opinion, which means jack all to anybody, right? But I think that what we're going to see really is, and I think we've talked about this before. I don't know on this show or the other show, but you know, people that are serious about this, that this is their life, will stay around, and other
Yeah.
people that got into it just on a whim, thinking, you know, oh, I can do that too.
It's because
Are
when it
gonna-
gets rough, the people that want to
gonna
keep
fall off.
swinging, they don't-
Yeah,
They don't
they're going to
stop.
fall off. Yeah.
Yep.
We just
Well,
saw
you know,
that
guys-
happen what, years ago.
Courtney
Ish.
and I, when we first, I'm sorry, Courtney, go ahead.
No, go ahead, honey. I'm
I
still
was just
looking
going to say,
for
when we
the
first came
right
on the show, we were talking about, you know, I'm delving into the stock market for the first time. And because NVIDIA did that 10-to-1 split, and they did it intentionally for exactly what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Because they need people to invest, but nobody out there right now, most people can't afford $1,200 per share. Now you can
not-
get it for $126 a share. And start to build that back up. I mean, so this whole dynamic, everything has changed right now. But we're also saying in 5 years, those shares will be right back up to about $1,200-1,500 a share. So we'll
Right.
come out of this. I mean, the market's looking that direction.
Yeah.
If they thought it wasn't going to bounce back and that this economy wasn't going to change, they wouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I'm not a quitter. I just can't quit.
No.
Even
quitting's
when
not
times
about-
have got like amazingly hard, I don't know. I don't quit. I'm not gonna quit.
Well, when it's your life, and that's the difference, right? Like,
And then the good will
hard.
come back, and then we'll look back and laugh at this time that we went through, all of us together, pushing through, and we're just gonna be like,
Right.
right. That's how it is. That's how it is.
It
You didn't
always
have
is.
kids, Matt. You wouldn't have anything to laugh about.
Oh, that kid is crazy. Yeah, I think it'll thin out, some, and I think it's not necessarily a bad thing,
Right.
It doesn't.
Right.
A lot of people don't want to hear that, but the market has become saturated. Everybody and their brother was selling, jumping on
Right.
the bandwagon.
Yeah.
I don't see it as an entirely
And
bad
and
thing. I mean, I don't
cutting
want
each other's throats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
it's
want
not
to
the
see
way it
anybody
should be.
struggle, but I mean,
Right. Right.
And it's gotten tough everywhere. I haven't sold a pop socket in 3 months, 4 months.
Man, I can't tell you how many people we have seen just come and go in this
Yeah.
business since we got
Absolutely.
in here. It's a lot. Like people that were big for a short period of time, you know what I mean? And you're like, man, this one might make it. Gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Again, tumbleweed.
Right.
Well, and
Right.
COVID had a lot to do with it too. So people were sitting at home. They wanted to get into something. Facebook, all of
Right.
that. Oh, look at there. Somebody's tumbling rocks. I want a rock tumbler. Hey, where can I get rocks for my rock tumbler? So
Right.
suppliers were making a killing because people were sitting at home. And instead of having 10,000 people on Facebook who were doing it, suddenly you had 1 million people on Facebook who got in. Oh, I want to do cabs too. So they go buy saws. They go buy everything they need. Oh, wait a minute. I bought all of this. Now I guess I have to sell it. So everybody's trying to sell. So COVID had a really big
Yeah.
part of that. It increased all the people trying to do it,
Right. Right.
besides the natural interest.
Right.
You guys hear that?
What?
Get the bell on. Like,
Oh, is
share,
it time?
subscribe.
I still haven't found my freaking picture. I'm all the way back to October of 22. Sorry. Go ahead.
She's looking for this chicken fried steak because she wants to torture me.
I do. I want to show everybody. Oh my God, this is going to make me crazy. But, Ryan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh, I already said.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I got
Like,
7
subscribe, share, comment, chat with us. Give us some subjects to talk about. We did the poll on the page and in the group asking for your input. And we need topics, right? I mean, we can choose our own topics. That's certainly fine. But we want to talk about what you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah, and it really sucks when you're working on something and you keep having the same problem over and over again. So I normally don't wish that on people, but I kind of hope you all have problems for some reason and you have to come ask us how to solve it. That would be fantastic. Like how to not make labradorite chip when you're facing it. Something.
Right. Something, right?
Well, there's a key to getting people to do that. You
Is
tell
there?
them half of what they need to know.
Right.
Then they have
And
to
you know
come talk to you.
If not, then we'll just start picking topics before we start, and
Right.
it's funny because some nights we have a lot of people and some nights we don't, and that's okay.
You know what? I didn't say that, but I can sure try. Okay? Just be happy I'm a good
I'm
enough
just
friend
not even
to
going to
know
say anything to
try.
him.
You understand?
That's funny. Oh my gosh, Ryan, this is like such a trip down memory lane. I'm gonna find a picture, you guys, and I'm gonna post it in the
You
group.
still have 2 minutes, and I have faith in you. You keep
Do
scrolling.
you realize that it's been 2 years since I made your turquoise plugs?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's been that long. Oh my
Time
gosh.
flies.
That's just insanity,
I feel like
You guys
Emma's
are gonna
grown
have-
freaking 8 inches since we met her.
right? Yes,
Grown-
I would
grown
agree
like
with
a
that.
weed.
Yeah, I feel like you've grown so much since we met you. It's
She has.
my kids too. Like sometimes I like hug my son and I'm like, whose kid is this?
How old are you now, Emma?
9.
That's what I
That's how
thought.
old my
Yeah.
boy is. That's how old my boy is.
You in 4th grade or 5th grade this coming year?
4th grade.
4th grade. Yeah.
Little guy shocked me. He brought me his test thing, and they do that national math test. He's the
Yeah.
top 99 percentile for math.
Nice.
Yeah.
He was stressing all the way home, thinking that was bad. Like he was in the worst 1%. I was like, dude, you're the top 1%.
Aw.
My son was in the
all
top
the way home. He's like,
100%.
Dad's gonna be mad. I was like,
My
well,
son
I
can't
want him
put
to
2 and
do
2
it. I'm
together,
not
but
like
he's in the
super
top.
crazy hard on him or nothing. But I want him to try.
Yeah.
You know, school's boring. I told him, I was like, dude, school gets boring. It gets boring. It sucks sometimes, but
Very.
we have to try. All I'm asking for you is a try. If you try your hardest and you're not doing good, whatever. You know what I mean? But if you're not trying your hardest and you're just slacking, that's not cool, man. Just make it through
Right.
school and be done with it.
Yeah.
Well, and they need to know what their hardest is too, and it's not about the demand that somebody's placing on them. They need to come to the place they actually understand that the effort that they're putting in really is their best effort.
Right.
You know, that's what I love about special education. We get away from the regular classroom expectations, and we work with them individually, because no two people sitting down that have difficulty have the same level of attention or the ability to focus. And so we look at what they really can do and what effort they are able to put in.
Right. Right. All right.
I think
Hold
that's
on.
it.
No, hold on, because I found it.
Frank said, "How do you make chicken fried bacon?"
I was just looking
That's
at
a good question.
Roll it in
Oh my
I
God.
think the only way to do that is to make sure that you take the chicken and you wrap it in 3 pounds of bacon before you cook it.
I found the picture. I saved it. Now I can't find it again. I saved it. Where did I? Oh, there it is. Ha! I'm so stupid sometimes. It's gonna be crooked.
To talk about my friend like that, what are you doing? No,
Well, you have a
Okay.
crooked friend?
No, the
no,
picture's
Courtney.
crooked.
She said I'm so stupid sometimes, and I said, "Don't you talk about my friend like that."
Man,
There
that
it
looks
is.
good.
Yay.
That looks
And that's a
tasty.
small. It is, and this is so like when I make it, I have to put it on a platter because the regular plate is too small.
I'm not gonna lie, Courtney. If you gave me that plate and there was just like 5 of them on there, I would.
Right.
Yeah. You know.
Now, listen, guys, you're making it tough, because I know there are 2 fresh pans of enchiladas sitting on top of the stove right now waiting on me.
Well, it's
Well, go
Courtney's
eat 'em.
dinner time too. We all know.
Thank you, Frank. It is.
Yeah.
Hi,
Hey,
Stephen
no
Price.
worries, man.
All right, you guys, I love you guys. We love you all out there in podcast land. Please share, subscribe, get your friends to come. Let's all come and talk about rocks, and let's all hang out together, because that's what we do.
Right?
And we'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So long, everybody.